encouraging everybody who's out there who feels less than or like they can't. I encourage them to believe that they can. You see, once upon a time, I drank and smoked tobacco and I smoked weed and I did it all, man. I used to weigh about 320 pounds, and then something really awful happened. I mean, I've tried to lose weight. When my first daughter was born, and that's when I was at my height of 320. I was having heart palpitations, sleep apnea. I was doing sleep studies. I was borderline diabetic. But in 2020, something awful happened. Something so bad, it changed me forever. I lost someone near and dear to me. I felt so guilty about the loss that I decided, you know what? I'm gonna drink myself to death. Tried it. It just made me angrier and angrier and angrier. I was getting pretty close. And then, I don't know when it happened, but I started to manifest all of my hatred, my anger for myself, into a passion to do better. I transformed all of my hatred for myself into energy. I became vegan. I stopped drinking. Empowered by nothing but self-hatred. I turned my life around. I gotta say, it was all thanks to eating habits. What you put in your body does affect your mind. What you do with your body will affect your mood. I didn't eat any vegetables at all when I was younger. I refused to eat any vegetables. First time I really ate a salad, I was maybe, let's say 27, 26 maybe. No, actually it's before my daughter was born. So 24 or 23. Because she was conceived, but she wasn't born yet. And that's when I found out that I was going through all these health issues. And I was trying to be healthy so that when she saw me, I'd be able to stick around. So the first diet I tried was the fat, sick, and nearly dead diet, the juicing cleanse. And I mean, I lost a lot of weight, but didn't stay off. And also raised my my blood sugar, because I mean, if you're drinking nothing but your meals and all of your meals contain sugar, you get an idea of what'll happen, right? You raise your blood sugar. Didn't work for me. I gained the weight back as soon as I stopped juicing, and it was kind of not sustainable unless you're rich, you got time to clean the juicer, all of these things. I still have the juicer up there. I haven't used it in many years. But yeah, when I lost the close family member, self-hatred is what I was taken over by. I hated myself because I didn't want to do anything with life. I didn't have any passions. This person I lost had passions. They had desire. They had goals. They had a dream. I've never had a dream in my entire life. Ever. I've never had anything I wanted to do. Nothing. I've never wanted to do anything. Ever. I didn't want to work. I still don't want to work, but I work. But it was like, this person died. I have 2 daughters now. What am I going to do to show him that I honored his life and the things that he taught me? How can I honor this person? I began to hate myself. Hate that I was being so lazy. Hate that I was wasting my life. Hate that I was being a nothing. So I began my journey. First thing I did was I would go into the gym and I would think about how much I hated myself. And I wouldn't work out. I would just think, and I would fixate on how much hatred I had for myself, how much hatred I had for my job, how much hatred I had for the status I was in. Hate the fact that my relationship wasn't where it needed to be. Hate the fact that my children had a father who wasn't worth shit. And then I began to use the hate. I used it as fuel. I was powered by fear of success. I was powered by loathing myself. I was powered by the I can't mode. I can't succeed. I can't do this. It became this energy force. Everything I hated became reps. I hated the fact that I was not one of those lucky people who would buy their mom a house, save the family, and get them out of poverty. I hated the fact that I fell directly into what they call the cesspool, and that I was riffraff. Most of my friends were riffraff, and that's just who I was, riffraff, and I couldn't do any better for myself. I hated the fact that everything I attempted to accomplish didn't mean shit. I would go to work. I would do 3 times as much work as the next person and still only make the same. I would get promotions without raises. That hurt. To go to work and be told, wow, you are such a great worker. We're going to give you a promotion because we see your hard work. Well, can I have a raise to go with this promotion? Absolutely not. You don't deserve that. These are the things that fueled my rage. I was angry at the fact that my entire life I had been told that I was smart, but I never used the fact that I could acquire knowledge more easily than the next person. It had never amounted to anything financial. It had never amounted to anything except more work. I was always assigned more work. No matter where I changed jobs, I would start a job and I would be trained by 2 people doing one job. Eventually, it was just me doing the job that 2 people used to do. I was twice the worker, all rolled into one, receiving 1 paycheck. I stopped working so hard at my jobs, and I started focusing on working hard for me. All the hatred that I feel for myself, it empowered me. I would literally wake up and just stew. When is the gym gonna open? When is the gym gonna open? When is the gym gonna open? I need to get in the gym. I need to get in the gym. My kids, they became familiar with me referring to the gym as the dungeon, because that's what it is. It's where I go to torture myself. I go to the gym to torture myself. I talk to my demons. My demons are something that I can talk to. My demons are something that I can let play. I play with my demons in the gym. And I feel like if I purge my demons, doing something positive, like working out, using energy, hiking, running. Then when it comes time to get around family, my children, form positive relationships, I won't have that negative energy in me. But the truth is, that negative energy, it'll never leave. It'll never go. Every day, I think to myself, will you work out? Will you eat healthy? You know you can go ahead and smoke some weed. There's always weed. You know you can go drink. You're over 21. You can go get a bottle right now. And the answer to that is always, nah, I don't deserve it. You haven't earned it. You haven't suffered enough. You haven't put yourself through enough pain. The antidote to all the pain that I'm dealing with would simply be to go ahead and use drugs, use alcohol, allow myself that so that I can escape the reality, so that I can escape dealing with my demons, so that I can escape this mundane feeling of normacy, which I can't eviscerate no matter how hard I try. This feeling of not being worthy, this feeling of being a bad son, a bad partner, a bad father. So what do? I eat healthy. I work out. I've enrolled in school because my job offers free schooling. And I thought, if I could fail at everything else in life, why don't I take a shot at failing at school? I mean, it's free, right? It's free for me to fail. They're paying for me to fail. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fail at that. I don't deserve to go to school. But you know what I do hate? I fucking hate school. I hate it. Hate it so much. So I told myself, I hate school so much, I'm going to force myself to sit through it because I don't deserve peace. I don't deserve time to watch TV. I don't deserve time to play with the PlayStation 5 my mom and my sister bought me. I don't deserve any of that goodness, okay? So I enrolled in school. Now, first thing, I wake up in the morning, I'm in school, online, at a computer. I wake up at 3 in the morning. From the hours of 3 to 6, I get dressed for work, and I'm just hammering out school. I'm studying, I'm working hard. And I hate it. I fucking hate it so much. But that's what I deserve. I've been doing that for quite some time now. What I've come to realize is quite good at school. I have straight A's in all my classes. I have straight A's all the way throughout my curriculum so far. And I tell myself, this college shit is rigged. They're just giving me A's. There's no way that I'm earning all these straight A's. It's fucking stupid. Because I'm fucking stupid. There's no way that I can get straight A's. I don't deserve this. I deserve F's. I deserve C's. I deserve D's. So I'm like, if it's rigged, let's test it. I start skipping and half-assing a couple of assignments. I turn in a report that I don't try hard on. I half-ass read a book. My grades start to drop. I'm like, oh, wow. They're actually grading. And they're paying attention to my work. They're reading my assignments. This whole time I thought that just because I went to school, they're trying to pass me through. They're giving me these A's. I'm not earning these A's. They're passing me through. Turns out, I'm earning these grades. I'm earning them. This means that everything I thought was wrong, I can't be done. I'm earning A's. This is blowing my mind, you know? I start to work out harder. Start to train. I start telling myself, you don't deserve to watch TV. You don't deserve to hang out. Only thing you deserve to do is play with the kids, but you can't play with the kids unless you do your schoolwork. I start to neglect my family. Don't want to neglect my family. I love my kids. I love my family. So what do? I work fucking harder so that I know that I've earned the time to play with my kids. I get sleepy. Start taking day naps. I tell myself, you don't deserve fucking day naps, dude. You haven't done anything. You haven't earned it. I'm working out. I'm going to school. But I still don't feel like I've earned the fucking right to take a nap in my own house. So what do? I start cleaning. Clean everything. Start shopping. Start doing laundry. I start cooking. You still don't deserve to fucking take a nap. So what do? I start going on day hikes. When I can barely fucking move, take a nap. My partner comes home and she's like, why are you sleeping? It's the middle of the day. I'm like, I'm tired. She's like, dude, it's the middle of the day. You're taking day naps. What are you doing? I did this and that. And I'm just like, whatever, you know, I don't deserve to sleep. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. It's easy to beat up yourself. It's easy to find that missing energy to do things. It's easy not to give yourself grace, give yourself slack. But when you use everything you don't have, everything you don't want, everything you crave as fuel, it's easier to be a beast. It's easier to be a weapon of your own making. I don't box anymore, but I used to box. I used to take the girls to boxing. I haven't been on regular hikes, but I'm about to start hiking again. This is my diet right now. This is basically what I eat. When I say stop letting people feed you, this is what I mean. This is my shortcut. Oodles and oodles and oodles of veggie noodles. This is my shortcut. This is how I keep myself from starving if I don't have time to cook. The reason the box is full is because there's always time to cook. That was an excuse. There's always time. There's always time for you. There's always time to do things. But sometimes a little self-loathing You don't like your situation? Manipulate the situation. Tell yourself you don't have time. Turn everything on overdrive. Sometimes being your worst fucking enemy makes you your best friend. Life wasn't meant to be easy. If life was meant to be easy, then my employer wouldn't be fucking with me. Okay? My employer, they would be like, hey, what do you need to go ahead and get yourself a house, get out of an apartment? What do you need so that your kids are always taken care of? What do you need? They don't give a fuck, and neither do yours, all right? You don't have time. Sometimes you need to realize that you're dying, and you need to live life like you're dying, and you need to just hit the fucking panic button and start moving, all right? I have people who ask me, hey, how are you doing this? How is it that you're going to school? How is it that you're doing everything else? How is it that you're eating healthy? How is it? It takes less energy. It takes less energy to eat healthy. It takes less energy to lose weight than to gain weight. To gain weight, I have to go somewhere. I have to buy something. I have to eat it until I engorge my fucking self. And I have to keep fucking eating. And then I have to go lay down. And then I have to do it all over again. To lose weight, literally all I have to do is eat less. And that's it. Calories in, calories out. I could focus all of my attention day in, day out on someone feeding me information, someone feeding me food, someone feeding me the reason for living, someone feeding me the position that they want me to do. Me, I've chosen option B. I'm gonna be my own fucking hero. I'm gonna be my children's hero. Every day. I learn about money. I learn about philosophers. And I learn about American history. These are things that I teach myself with my spare time, which doesn't really exist. What the fuck is spare time? Do you have any spare change? No, you don't. I bet you can find somewhere for all that shit to go. I bet you can find somewhere for all of your time to go. I'm constantly educating myself. My buddy says, hey, I just watched South Park. And I'm like, dude, I want to watch TV. I do. I really do. But I started school, and if I'm not learning, then I don't know what the fuck I would be doing. I'm wasting time. It's all a waste if I'm not learning. And that's where I am right now. I'm all in or I'm all out. Sometimes that's where you gotta be, and that's what you gotta do. Not all of our parents have left us money. Not all of our parents have been so good with money that they can sit us down and talk to us about what to do, how to spend it, how to compile wealth. Okay? I'm teaching myself how to code through Python. The amount of time I have to put in to do that is like learning a language. I have to keep on doing it. I have to, it's no stopping. I have to practice it. I gotta be hands-on. I can't just look at it and be like, oh, okay. No, it's gonna take some time. The time that it takes me to go to the gym and say, all right, I want to put on these muscles, you know? It's going to take some time. It's not something that you just think into. You have to utilize your energy in the way that you have to, like, you have to send your energy where it is most useful. You have to execute. And in order for me to do that, I had to pull myself out the fucking slums. And I had to utilize my toxic fucking energy. I had to utilize my hate for myself. I had to utilize why it is that my friends, my family, most of the people I grew up with, they don't have good neighborhoods, they don't have good food, health choices, good health, they don't have good wages, good jobs, they don't have a good fucking life. I had to utilize all of that rage, in order to get where I need to get, so that my daughters do not follow the same pattern that I was dropped into. So all I'm saying is, sometimes bad is good. Sometimes feeling bad is okay. Sometimes a little self-loathing is deserved. I used to weigh 320 fucking pounds. Drink every day. Smoke every day. I didn't know what a savings was. Now every time I get a raise, I open up another bank account. That's where I'm at. That's where you should be at. Just because I come on here sometimes and I talk about the presidents and things like that, that's shit that I've learned. I'm not really talking to anyone. I'm talking to myself. These are home videos to me. I don't care if you watch it. I don't care if you sub up. I don't care if you like it. All I need to know is that I'm getting shit off of my chest. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I want to make sure that I'm growing. Both physically, both mentally, and both and emotionally as well. I mean, if you want to come along for the journey, so be it. But I don't care if you do. This is not what I'm in this for. I've always been highly personable. But ever since I lost somebody, for years and years and years, all I want is that person. And since I can't have that person, I want to ensure that I make that person proud. Because that person was an entertainer. That person was brave. He was a public poet, a public speaker. He was somebody that got in front of the light, in front of the camera. So I hope that by doing these things, not only am I purging myself of my self-loathing and my self-hatred, but I'm making myself a better person for my family, and I'm honoring that person. Take it or leave it.